right, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achai Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the Akim in this truth and sincerity. And we just want to do this lesson, all right, going into World War III, all right, which is biblical prophecy. Okay, what's going on over there on the Russian-Ukrainian border, okay, and how the Lord is really stirring up the pot over there, okay, to bring to pass His will. All right, so you could go ahead and bring that out.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right, so World War III, World War II already passed. Yep. Okay, and now the third woe, which that's World War III, is coming quickly, and we see that. All right, this isn't something that this like, oh, that's just the movies. Yep. Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. No, this is actually happening. All right.
And there was recently an article, I just seen from RT News about how NATO had evacuated their staff from the Ukraine capital, man. Yeah. Okay, so we understand that things are intensifying, man. All right, leading to the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right.
I got that precept for you.
Ezekiel?
Yeah, I'm going to start in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog. And we understand that's speaking about Russia. Okay, the land of Magog, okay, and we understand the Russians are dwelling in that land today. Continuing on, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. That's right, we understand that the Lord is against Russia as well, but we know that Russia will be used primarily to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, man, okay? I'm continuing on, you got it from here. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, and that's what the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is doing right now. Okay, right. He's making it to where Russia has no choice but to retaliate. All right, the Lord's making it so that Russia has no choice but to do something. Okay, because really, Ukraine, all right, is really provoking Russia. Okay, so they're gonna have to make a move, and Vladimir Putin, he sent troops to the border.
That's right.
Okay, he's not just doing that just for the fun of it.
That's right.
Okay, they're about to commence in war. Okay, read on.
And I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right, and that's going into all the military vehicles, the tanks, okay, their fighter jets, all right, and ultimately that's going into the missiles, okay, those hypersonic thermonuclear missiles, and that's how this war is about to end, okay, that's how World War III is going to end, in thermonuclear destruction.
That's right.
It's going to end with Babylon the Great, which is America, being destroyed.
That's right, and that's how this next World War, Salakia, will be fought by way of those missiles. Right. So I'm going to get this this precept real quick, Salakia. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. That's right, it says every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, because we understand a lot of ancient world battles, it was a lot more up close and personal, so to speak. Swords, shields being used. Okay, I'm going to continue on. And garments robed in blood. That's right, garments robed in blood. We understand, like I was just going into, man, it was a lot more up close and personal. Ligaments being cut off, men screaming, blood going all over. But how will this next World War be fought? World War III, as we're going into in this lesson. I'm going to continue on. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's right, and that's exactly how this next World War will be fought, by way of those missiles, man. And we see these different nations are boasting their weaponry, boasting their missiles, okay, getting ready for this next World War, man, doing joint military drills. Okay, they're not doing this for any reason, for no reason, all right? They're going to get ready to use them, man.
Yeah, if I could say, Russia has that 3M-22 missile that goes 6,500 miles per hour. They're not using that for nothing.
Right. Come on, man. They're getting ready to use that during this next World War, man. It's not just sitting there to be on display, to look pretty, man. No, man. It's going to do a lot of damage, all right, to destroy, displace a lot of people, man. All right, meaning talking about America, which is Babylon the Great, because this place will be destroyed during this next World War.
All right, and the Bible tells us all this, all right? The Bible is telling us what's about to happen.
Right.
Okay? We have the answers. We know how the outcome of this war. All right. Ultimately, it's going to lead to America being destroyed, so that Yahweh Shah can set up His righteous kingdom on the planet Earth.
That's right.
All right. Ruled by the 144,000, beginning with King David. Okay.
I got that Joel 3 for you. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. And I just want to go into this point real quick. We understand that's speaking about the natural Gentiles, these other nations. All right? Continuing on for you. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And that's why all these weaker nations, okay, are having a partnership or an alliance with Russia, okay? Right. All these different other nations that at one point were weak, okay?
Right.
All right.
Yep.
Because Russia this is another scripture that says Gog is going to be a guard unto them.
Oh, yeah. That's back in Ezekiel 38 chapter. Yep. Because like the brothers going into where it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, because we understand at one point these different nations were investing their money into agriculture, but they're taking that money now and investing in their military, man, because they know that war is coming, man. All right? Continuing on, it says, let the weak say I'm strong. And how they saying they're strong now? Because you see that these weaker nations that was weak at one point in time, that wouldn't attempt or even think about coming up against America, which is Babylon the Great, are speaking up against this horde. And how are they saying they're strong? Because we understand they have nuclear capabilities now, man. These different nations have these missiles, man. These ICBMs, man, that's capable of going from one continent to another, man. All right? So, man, you got to be prepared for this, man. And we're coming out here warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, man, telling you to repent, man. All right? Because you don't want to get caught out here not knowing what the hell is going on, and you're going to get destroyed, man. All right?
Right.
Okay. So, back that point up that you said about the, being a guardian to these different nations, so I'm going to get that in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5. Persia, and we understand that Persia is speaking about the Elamites. All right, continue on. Ethiopia, that's speaking about the Cushites. And Libya, that's right, it says in Libya, we understand speaking about the so-called North Africans, man. All right, continuing on. With them, they're going to be with Russia during this next world war. Continuing on. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer. And Gomer is speaking about Turkey, man. So that shows you Turkey is going to end up coming up against America during World War III. Continuing on. And all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, so Russia is a guard unto those nations which the scripture just mentioned. All right, the brother mentioned Turkey.
Yep.
All right, mentioned mentioned Persia, right?
Yep. Well, yep, Persia. Yep.
Right. That's Iran. Okay. So Russia is a guard unto all these nations which were once weak.
Yep.
All right, but now these nations are strong, as the brother mentioned, through their nuclear capabilities and through their alliance with Russia.
That's right.
Okay. But ultimately, at the end of the day, man, this war is going to end with America being destroyed. Okay?
That's right.
That's the point that we're really trying to make. Okay. You had anything else?
You get your precept.
Yeah, I got one. Matthew 24. All right, brothers always bring this out.
Yep.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So really, it's a good thing that there's wars and rumors of wars, because it must come to pass.
Yep.
All right, this thing has to happen. All right, these prophecies must be fulfilled. All right, the Lord said. His words do not go out void. So all the words of Yahweh B'Shem Shai will be fulfilled. Okay.
I got a quick precept if that's the end of that.
Well, I'll read verse 7 too.
Okay, you got it.
Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. The point is, it says nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. All right, the Western Hemisphere against the East. Okay, Russia and their allies against America and its allies. And according to prophecy, America's allies is going to turn on America.
Yep, that's right.
All right, that was it on that.
Quick precept. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand as the the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's right, going back to the first verse, it goes into it about measuring time diligently in itself. And how do we do that? By watching, seeing what's going on in the news, okay, seeing what's going on around the world, Salakia, and filtering it through the scriptures. Okay, so even though we see, you know, the rumors of war, okay, we're seeing all that's going on in the Middle East, what's going on between Russia and Ukraine. We understand that what has to happen first before these missiles are shot off, okay? We know that this RFID chip, which is the MOTB, has to be made mandatory, man.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we know there's certain prophecies that still has to come to pass before this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, is ultimately destroyed, man. All right? Well, I'm going to read that back into again. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that as the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That's right. How is the Lord visiting this place? By way of these plagues, man. All right? And we know that things will intensify, things will escalate even more going into the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right.
All right? Got anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
So yeah, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel.
Yep.
We want to end out by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.